How
Nice.
lucky.
Oh my God. Hey, Fish, we are live. We're going to talk about how the Super Bowl commercials were epic. We get the lowdown, and you see her right there from Heidi's Hollywood. She is Heidi Holliker, an actress and Hollywood producer and executive. She was famous for her role in Valley Girl, and now she's a regular on Daily Fish starting March 1st. Heidi, welcome to
Hey,
Daily Fish
thanks,
and Heidi's
guys.
Hollywood. Wow, we're looking forward to this.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah. Well,
Yay!
you've
Yes.
got such a history in Hollywood, and you did that massive iconic film Valley Girl in '83. So you have
Yeah.
so much experience and so much talent in this industry, and people in our show want to know all the gossip when goes on, and that's why you're on board. So,
Okie
so
doke.
tell us, and well, since you have you watch a lot like we do, tell us what we should binge watch this week.
Well, okay. So we got Amazon Prime, we got Peacock, HBO Max. These are my go-tos before Netflix. I know everyone is Netflix all the
Mhm.
way, but there's a show. It's in its second season. It did come out last August called Modern Love, and it's an anthology, and it is 8 parts, and it is great. It is so well directed, so well acted. I just started watching it, so I can't tell you anything about the shows yet. But Anne Hathaway was in it last time, Tina Fey. It's just quality, beautiful stories and funny and pathos and the whole to do. So I love that. Um, I've also, I gotta not even embarrassed. I love Bravo. I love Bravo. There you go. I said it. I love Bravo. And Peacock does Below Deck. And so I signed up for Peacock just so that I could see the advance Below Deck series. Now, maybe it's not the highly intelligent choice, but it's like a glass of wine to me. So I love that.
I'll tell you what, Peacock. I signed up for Peacock because I'm one of the few people, John and Heidi, that haven't seen Yellowstone with Kevin Costner. I heard it's fantastic.
That
And
is my
Peacock is
this
the only
weekend.
streaming service, Heidi, that's showing it. And my wife and I watched the first one after the Super Bowl, and then we stayed for it. It is. I could just tell. I'm 3 seasons. It's going to be a great 2 weeks of me binge watching that. Peacock's great. You also,
Yeah.
if you have Apple TV and you have Hulu, great services also, Heidi. Just
HBO Max.
HBO Max
And
is
then and
fantastic.
Magnolia Selects. Magnolia
Right.
Selects is awesome. So I
It,
mean, there's so much. It's such a different world we're living in right now. You really kind of can't be bored. There's just always a go-to. And you almost have to peel yourself away from, I need to get some stuff done and
right.
stop.
Yeah.
So
Well, let me change gears on you a little bit. The Super
sure.
Bowl just ended last Sunday, and it was highly watched. And one of the allures of the Super Bowl for many people that are casual fans is watching the great commercials that are about
Uh,
$1 million for a 30-second spot. What were
you
some
know
of your
what?
favorites?
It's 5.5 million.
Five and a half,
Five
five and a
and a
half million
half
a spot.
million this year.
Wow.
Crazy. Absolutely, hands down, Tom Brady, no question. The cryptocurrency. I mean, come on, guys. And I'm not a sports girl, but could not love it more. It was perfectly shot. It was beautiful. It was hysterical, and it just the rhythm of it, and that was absolutely my favorite. And then Paul Rudd, Seth Rogen, loved that
Oh,
for Lay's potato chips.
oh yeah.
Loved it. Love those guys. I like that he goes into the house, it's haunted, and then he ends up marrying the zombie. Come on, you got to love marrying a zombie. And then third
You
one
might
is
get that chance.
you know we got it. You know what? Options are limited sometimes. Alien zombies. We have to be open to relationships that are a little different. I think. You?
Well, John and I have our favorites, and John,
Yeah.
you talk about our total favorite, the one we really agreed upon, and we talk about it all the time.
That was the Larry David one with
Oh,
the crypto. Man, that we thought that, and you know what? I would rate that right along with the Tom Brady one that you were talking
Yeah.
about. But we went nuts over the writing, and so Larry David, and he admits he doesn't even know what cryptocurrency is, which is
Right. Well, back to streaming for half a moment. I stream Curb Your Enthusiasm nightly before I go to bed. It's in season 10 or 11 right now, HBO. And I didn't mention that because there's not a new episode out right now. But I mean, you can go back to season 3, season 4, watch it again, and have missed stuff. And it's so perfect and so funny, and you just sit there and you just take in, the craziness of it. So, yeah, great Super Bowl commercials. And
One
the
more yeah,
mhm,
one more commercial I really enjoyed. If you're a fan of Sopranos, they did
yeah,
Takeoff on the opening of Sopranos and
yep,
the song, and Jamie Lynn Sigurd, who played Tony Soprano's daughter, is driving through to New Jersey, and they show every
Meadow,
single icon you saw. And when she gets out of the car, she gives a hug to her little brother Robert Eiler,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it was
I love that.
that was really endearing to me. And then John found another one I thought was great. I saw it again today on NFL Network. The Barbie one with Anna Kendrick was great.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that was great too. And then how about the Doritos? Doritos always comes through.
Always.
Did you
Yeah.
guys see that one?
Yeah.
Those
Yep.
animals. I mean, see, as a producer, you think shooting this, the amount of money, the amount of time, the amount of setups, the animatronics, the real animals versus, you know,
Yeah.
animatronic built animals, and the girl in the tree. I mean, it was great. It was hysterical. I literally laughed when if it was a sloth, I don't know what it was, but it just said no. And it was just
Yeah.
kind of perfect.
You're a producer. So
Yes.
imagine that you get a chance to produce a 35-minute segment called the halftime show at the Super Bowl, and you get all the old school: Dr. Dre, Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg, Mary J. Blige. You
Mhm.
get Eminem, and you get Kendrick Lamar, and they get paid a lot of money. Do you think,
Yeah.
Heidi, that, and I know this, I know my wife's one of them, she loves football, but a lot of her friends just when's the halftime going to come on? And they watch the halftime at the Super Bowl parties, and they go back to socializing. What did you think?
Well, that's me too. I mean, remember Prince? Prince halftime
Yeah.
show?
Oh,
I mean,
what a great show
God,
that
that was iconic. That was probably my favorite of all. And then the Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson, the thing that people don't really talk about, yeah, about. But I'd say my favorite all time would be Prince. And yes, I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm popping in to watch a commercial. I'm going back to writing, and then halftime, I'm rushing downstairs, put on halftime, take a look, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done, and that's it.
Jesse, I actually enjoy the halftime show, but I have a lot of friends who are kind of like Fish. It's just like I'm not there. I'm there for the football game, not there for the halftime show. So
Well, that's
it
yeah,
gets the audience. It keeps your wider audience going. All right, Heidi.
yeah,
Before we go, let's talk a little bit on another theme for Heidi's Hollywood. You've been involved in a lot of wrap parties. When a
sure.
movie or a TV show wraps up. I had a number of them for real TV, and they were a blast. Tell me your favorite.
Well, my absolute favorite one was from a 1999 film that we did that Rick Baker did, called Mighty Joe Young. Charlize
Mhm.
Theron,
Oh,
Bill Paxton. I don't know if you guys saw the film, but we
yep.
built
Yeah, I did.
15 and a half foot, two 15 and a half foot gorillas, and that were animatronic, and then one 15 and a half foot gorilla that is lays there that doesn't move. And the wrap party was they took over Santa. It was Disney. Disney does amazing wrap parties. The Haunted Mansion wrap party, wow, was pretty great too. But we took over the entire Santa Monica Pier,
Wow.
played games, rides. I'm standing behind Charlize Theron to get on the like a mini Ferris wheel ride or mini roller coaster. Actually, we got to play. I mean, it was so not show busy because people were playing. You were playing games, arcade games, and everyone would win. And you'd come home with tons of little Mighty Joe Young stuffed animals and Mighty Joe Young, bobbleheads, and that was by far my all-time favorite. You had all the food and the fun, and it wasn't standing around trying to be so cool. It was really everyone was a little kid there. It was
I wonder,
amazing.
could they have parties like that today again, or is that just something from the 1990s?
Yeah, I think they could. Maybe not this year, because until COVID sort of calmed down a bit. Very expensive party. I
Yeah.
mean, very expensive party. That film, for our part, for building the Joe character, the 15 half foot gorilla, it was a 3-year process from when we were involved to when the film released. So that was, there was a lot of money behind that, but
Wow.
budgets are really tight now, and I don't know. You'd hope so. You'd hope so that
Yeah.
we could have something that cool. I loved
Well,
it.
well, I can understand it. Well, we're going to go ape over Heidi's Hollywood because she's going to be with us here every week on Daily Fish starting on March 1st. Heidi, we are looking forward to this, and We're looking for
Me
more
too.
insight, more scoop of what's going on streaming, what's going on in Hollywood parties, and the stuff that Fish really wants to know too. So we're looking forward to it.
Ooh, okay. I got it. I'm excited, guys. I'm really honored to be a part of your show.
We're honored to have you. We'll see you on March 1st, okay?
Okay, got it. Mwah.